Welcome everyone. Welcome everyone. Welcome everyone to another Ref Brandon and the Todd family YouTube video. Wherever you are, whatever you may be doing, thank you so much for making Ref Brandon and the Todd family part of your day. We always greatly appreciate it. It is a Thursday, so it's time to go ahead and start looking for week number 6 already in the world of college football because it begins tonight. As always, any thoughts on any of it, please feel free to let me know. And while you're in the comment section, make sure you give the video a like, a thumbs up, and share the video on all social media platforms. But tonight, 7:30 on ESPNU, because of the Major League Baseball playoffs, we have Texas State at Troy. 9 o'clock on the CBS Sports Network, we have Sam Houston State and the UTEP. And then tomorrow night, which is a night you probably should look forward to if you do not go to high school football games, which I hope you do, because I hope you support your local high school team, no matter who they are, how good or bad they are, and what classification they're in, because high school football is the truest, purest form of football. But the last couple of weeks, we've had some really good Friday night college football games. Tomorrow night, 7 o'clock on the CBS Sports Network, we have Jacksonville State and Kennesaw State. And I'm not sure, but off the top of my head, this might be the first nationally televised game that Kennesaw State has ever played in the regular season, because they haven't been around very long. If they have been on before, either I've completely forgotten or it's been against, somebody that's way better than they are, where they're getting, notoriety, but going into it that they're going to get destroyed, but they actually have a chance tomorrow night. 7:30 on ESPN, Houston at TCU. 9 o'clock on Fox, Michigan State at Oregon. 9 o'clock on Fox Sports 1, Syracuse at UNLV. Then coming up on Saturday in the noon games, Fox has UCLA and Penn State. And Penn State, the last 4 or 5 years, has came out of the gate in the top 10, and they haven't lived up to the billing. But normally by October, they've already suffered a loss, and this year they haven't. So they may actually be as good as advertised this year. ABC at noon has Missouri and Texas A&M. ESPN has SMU and Louisville. And if you like offense, that's the game you want to watch. There might be 100 points scored in that game. Big Ten Network has Purdue and Wisconsin. That game is just the opposite. You'll be lucky to see 40 points scored in that game. The CBS Sports Network has UMass and Northern Illinois. And Northern Illinois beat Notre Dame and got ranked, and they've lost 2 straight after that. Boston College and Virginia is the ACC Network noon game. Pittsburgh and North Carolina on ESPN 2. Wake Forest and NC State on the CW. Navy and Air Force on Paramount, and Army and Tulsa on ESPN U. 3:30 games, CBS, we have Iowa and Ohio State, Auburn and Georgia. And I was talking to a friend of mine last night about that game, and I said, well, Georgia should destroy Auburn because Auburn is not any good. But if the Georgia offense that showed up against Kentucky shows up, it might be a close game, but I just don't see Auburn scoring more than 17 because their offense is just not good. ESPN at 3:30, Ole Miss and South Carolina. The Big Ten Network has undefeated, best start since 1967, Hoosiers of Indiana going up against Northwestern. The CBS Sports Network has Temple and UConn, and the ACC Network has Virginia Tech and Stanford. And then we have East Carolina and Charlotte on ESPNU, and that is all of the 3:30 games. 4 o'clock on ESPN2, West Virginia and Oklahoma State. Oklahoma State needs this win after suffering back-to-back losses. They've gone from just outside the top 10 to being unranked. 4:15 on the SEC Network, Alabama and Vanderbilt. 6:30 on the CW, Colorado State and Oregon State. 7 o'clock on ESPN, we have Clemson and Florida State. Utah State and Boise State on Fox Sports 2. 7:30 on ABC, we have Tennessee and Arkansas. NBC, Michigan and Washington. And the Big Ten Network, USC, Minnesota. Fox has Baylor and Iowa State. And then we have Nevada and San Jose State on True TV. Central Florida and Florida is the 7:45 game on the SEC Network. 8 o'clock on the ACC Network, we have Duke and Georgia Tech. Let's see if Duke can continue their undefeated season. They were supposed to take a big step back this year with a brand new quarterback and a brand new head coach, and so far they've looked pretty doggone good. ESPN2 has Kansas and Arizona State. CBS Sports Network has Hawaii and San Diego State. 10:30 on ESPN, Miami and California. 11 o'clock on Fox, Texas Tech and Arizona. And that is the full list of games that will be on national television for tonight, tomorrow night, and Saturday. And of course, you can always pull out your phone, your tablet, whatever you look at, and see a full list of all the games. But I don't include the ones that come on ESPN Plus and SEC Network Plus because most of America does not have those channels. But these are all the games that come on CBS, ABC, Fox, Fox Sports 1, ESPN, ESPN2, ESPNU, because just about everybody that has basic cable or basic satellite or YouTube TV, whatever you have, has all of those channels. Hard to believe we're already in October and we're already in week number 6, and for most teams it's game number 5 because by this time everybody's either had one off week or they're off this week, because this year each team gets 2 bye weeks, so it makes the season last 1 week longer. So as we go along this year, there'll be more and more weeks where you're seeing not near as many games as normal because each team gets 2 bye weeks this year. I don't know if that's going to be the new normal or if that's just for this year, but I know that everybody does have 2 bye weeks this year. So it's already week 6, and for most teams, it's already game number 5. The season is absolutely, completely flying by. Again, any thoughts on any of this, please feel free to let me know. Let's go ahead and get our dad joke of the day in here. Why did the little boy jump off the boat? peer pressure. And that does it for today's Ref Brandon and the Todd Family YouTube video. Until next time, it's Ref Brandon saying, just like in pro wrestling, life can be over by the count of 3. Tell your friends and family how much you love them. Bye.